Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're having a great day and I hope that you are finding the Planmas videos fun and enjoyable, and I hope that you will watch all the other videos that I am planning to post for the rest of Planmas. So today is day 5 and I realized that I haven't actually talked about my planner lineup for 2022. So here I have all of my planners today and they are all Hobonichi. I have two sizes. I have the A6 and then I also have the Hobonichi Weeks. So I'm going to start with the Hobonichi Weeks and then we'll go through the A6 in a little bit. Alright, so now we have all of the Hobonichi Weeks that I will be using this 2022. Now before I had, or last year, I had two Hobonichi Weeks. One of them is for functional planning, which is this one. And this is the White Line Ivory series, so White Line series in Ivory. And then I also had this hardcover that was going to be for my journaling, and you have seen this quite recently because I actually repurposed this planner to become a daily journal. So instead of following these dates, I have used them just like this one. And I wanted to do a journaling challenge, but I am failing, so to keep up with journaling right now, because I do have a lot of things that I need to do, such as Planmas, and I also need to take care of my schoolwork, which of course is my #1 priority. And that was what this planner was doing. And if you haven't seen my flip through, I will link it down below. And it was a lot of empty pages because at some point this had become just my archival, and now I have moved out of all my other planners into these 3 planners. They are still not as streamlined as keeping just one planner, but I like to keep things separate so that it's easier for me to go through the information that I have written down. So this one is in the middle. This is the Hobonichi Weeks sneakers, and I have so Sneaker Mega. Mega means that it is quite thicker than the other planners on account that it has more notes pages at the back than a regular Hobonichi Weeks. As you can see there, it is quite thick, like twice the amount of twice the thickness of a single Hobonichi Weeks. Now if you hear any buzzing sounds, I apologize for that because my neighbor wants to mow his lawn and I cannot stop him from doing what he wants. So I'm sorry for that. He'll be finished soon. He'd been at it a while. So if you're not hearing any of that, thank goodness. Okay, so back to this planner, my Sneaker Weeks Mega. I do plan to continue doing this. Originally, if you've seen my other videos, the cover and cover for this was this cover and cover, which is the 𝒉𝐿𝐿, because I wanted to match it with my other 𝒉𝐿𝐿s. Now, unfortunately, I find it really hard to match papers with that cover and cover. So I switched the cover and cover of my journal, my 2021 Hobonichi Weeks, this one, to the 𝒉𝐿𝐿, and then this planner will have the clear one. So this is a very old cover and cover, and they really stand up the test of time. So this planner is my catch-all. It will have all of my work as well as life. So this is this week. So it also keeps my schedule. Now, of all the planners that I have, this is one of the 2 ones that I carry with me daily wherever I go. So it goes with me everywhere. For example, when I go to uni, I would carry this and one of the A6s, which I'll talk about later. So this, once again, is my catch-all. It has my schedule, my main to-do lists for both life and work, so that I can see what I need to do right away every day for all the areas of my life. Because this one is opening as the paper is fairly new, and by the way, this helps it open by itself. I mean, I wouldn't need a book holder anymore for this because the paper, the 𝐻𝐧𝐢𝐬𝐭 papers are so thick. It just makes it feel or behave like a hardcover. Speaking of hardcovers, actually I was pleasantly surprised that my newest Hobonichi Weeks, which is the Maaya Sakamoto one, refuses to lie flat. Because it's not textile. This is actually paper, laminated paper that they have used, like a photo paper, something like that. And it makes the color really vibrant and really pretty. So the outside is wonderful. The foiling is just divine. It has foiling multiple times, more than the other planners. And the thing about the bookmarks, it's softer than the other bookmarks, I feel like. It frays a lot more, although the colors are really pretty. So just be mindful of that if you have it. Although this is a very rare Hobonichi. So I don't think a lot of people have this at the moment, but if you're able to get your hands on this, this is really pretty, like aesthetic 100%. Okay, so what is this planner? This is my life planner that holds all my non-work things, such as health. So for example, I track my period here, and then I also track purchases, so a little bit of finance, and a little bit of birthdays and some schedules. So schedules that have nothing to do with work. So it doesn't have meetings and things like that, but it does have dinners or lunches or tea time with friends and colleagues, and a little bit of different areas of my life. So if I was still planning in my pocket planner, this would be all the pages at the back. Especially come January, maybe I'll start to get back into Pilates or yoga or anything similar. So all of those will go into here. It also has my favorites. So here I have my shows that I'm watching right now. So we have Star Trek Discovery as well as Hawkeye. I haven't started the others, but I know Bridgerton is coming. And if there's any movies that I'm waiting on, like the Downton Abbey, so you can see the types of shows that I really, really like. So those period drama things, they are the best. I know they're not completely 100% accurate, and the drama is too much drama. But it's guilty pleasure kinds of things that goes in here. Okay, and then laundry and chores, those are very important things. When we need to get gas, so those are finance things. And right now I don't have like a specific division for them, and next week I wouldn't have that as well. Maybe in the next few weeks when things get more home-based, because uni is going to shut down for the holidays, and maybe I'll have to refer to this planner more than I do. So right now this is the one that has all the things. Okay, so at the back of this, I do have notes pages, which are very pretty. I'm very happy about that. And then I have notes of things that I talk about with people and need to refer to. For example, so I don't have Medicare because I am not a citizen or a permanent resident. So we do have private insurance. And a lot of the times when we go to the doctor, they don't have the power to charge the insurance company directly. We have to pay up front and then file a claim to the insurance. And I want to keep track of that here, because right now it's in my email and then I have to search it and all those things. So once those information is up or is written here, I don't think I'll be able to show you the pages anymore, unfortunately. I'm sorry, I'm not going to share any of that. Those are very personal information. I will also have to share, or rather write information down here about my visa, because I am an international student and we do have some visa restrictions that will become very important very soon. With that, I mean, for example, for travel, how long I can stay here, is there anything that I need to update? I'll need to make sure that all my papers are in order, and I want to keep track of that here. So this is going to be a very full planner. In the beginning, I thought that this planner is just going to be happy and things like that. Happiness planner, all the things I love, and then I'm realizing that I do need to write down some of the things that are just in my head. So it's sort of like a brain dump, and I can potentially do that here, but I also have the work things here, which is a completely different area of my life, which also requires a lot of note-taking and a lot of remembering all the things, because paperwork doesn't move very fast. And sometimes you need to get things written down, or else I will be forgetting it. For example, I have an important thing to do in March, which is still in my head. I haven't written it down here, but eventually all of those things need to be there. Next, our last Hobonichi Weeks, which is this one. This is the new ones in mint soda, and the cover is made out of polyurethane. Yeah. And the difference is that this one will never lay flat, forever and ever and ever. And in order for me to have this lay flat, which, you know, I can use this without it laying flat. It doesn't really bother me that much if it's just going to be consulting what's inside the planner and just making a little bit of notes. But if I do need it to lie flat, I will use this, and I have shown this before, but I feel like this is something that would benefit everybody. This is a book holder, and you can get this at Daiso as well as AliExpress. So any of those cute stationery shops, they will probably have this, as well as discount shops. It's not going to look as pretty, but it's very likely that you will find this there. So what it does is props it open. I'm just going to demo this a little bit. And it's open. So it makes everything really convenient. That's why I wanted to show it to you guys. But this planner is my social media planner, and I'm going to show you this week. So this is this week, and I have posted these photos in my Instagram stories. If you're not following me there, make sure that you give me a follow. Okay, so there are planning style differences that is in all of my planners. So this one is the cute one. The work planner is the functional one, which means it doesn't have any decorative elements in it. And I'm okay with that, because I do have another planner for my more artsy planner. It's artsy because it's not cute. That's how I differentiate it. It might not be the most accurate description of what I'm doing, but that's just how I like to describe it. So in the future in my channel, if I say I'm in my creative journal, it's this one. And then if I say, or not journal, but creative planning style, it's this one. And then if I'm in my decorative or cute planning style, it's going to be this one. So this is my social media planner, and it has all things YouTube schedule, YouTube postings. Now, right now, I don't have any sponsors. No one has come forward to sponsor any of my videos. So everything I'm showing you, none of them's sponsored at all. So I don't need to have it overly busy because of that. So everything here is just for me. And according to what I can do. Now I'm just tracking the planmas that we're doing, but in the future it might have a little bit more, because I need to get my blog up, which I haven't had a chance to do, and I need to get better with Instagram, because for a while I was only posting once a week, or or whenever I have videos. And right now I'm posting every day because I do have a video up. Maybe in the future this will have a little bit more things. And at the back I do have the notes for everything YouTube, which I should be updating today because I do have new equipment that came in. I bought a new mic. It was $15 and it was not something I will not recommend. I do not recommend that. So let's go back to my A6s. So we've covered all of the Hobonichi Weeks, and these ones are my A6s. So this one is not a planner. This one is just notebook. So I did have a Hobonichi Dayfree for 2021, which I was using for my papers meaning article notes, basically PhD notes and all of those things. So all of these are PhD notes, and I did not use all of it. So I wanted to just use the rest of the pages for the rest of 2022, which is the end of my candidature. I am going to graduate next year, and then just in case I need a little bit more space, I do have, or this runs out, then I do have this. And also I think I'm going to transfer a little bit of the notes, some of specific ones over here. I just don't know what I'm going to do yet because I haven't sat down with my supervisor to discuss the rest of the project that we are doing. We have a massive project divided into many mini projects for my candidature, so I need to consult with him on that. But that's basically what the Shrenka was going to be. It was going to be my PhD notebook, but my PhD planner is this planner. And when I said that everything I have is Hobonichi, I actually lied. One of them is Kurashi Techo, which I have hauled before. So the setup of this is very similar, but it has absolutely no deco whatsoever because this is also going to be a functional planner. So I didn't need I feel like I don't want to put deco on it as of yet until I'm quite sure that I'm comfortable doing that. So I did try to use it like this. I made weekly pages here. I have a week overview and I have daily logs over here. And I don't log every day. I just log when I just do logs when I am doing many things in the day, shifting different projects, doing admin work. Then I will use this. If I'm just working on, let's say I'm writing the paper, I'm going to write it for 3 days straight. That's how I do it. Then I will not be consulting this planner. So that's why I didn't need the daily logs. Then it wouldn't make sense for me, if I'm not daily logging as often, to have this as a weekly page. I want to have a more unrestricted daily logging area. So I could just keep going because I don't know what kind of ideas I will have. I don't know what days I will have because life is not as predictable as I think it is. So that's why I pulled this. So now this is a little tall. So instead of going into the cover, it actually goes into the cover and cover. And I do have only 2 areas here or pages here that have been set up. So the December one is this. And these are holidays that I have. Actually, this is my husband's birthday, and this is not going to be a working day. For sure, it's not going to be a working day. All these 3 days. I do work on the weekends, so all the days of the week is a working day. And then at some point when I get too exhausted, I just stop. And then the next day go again. So this time it was Friday. I should write that down in a little bit. Okay, and then I have my weeklies. So these are what it looks like, and it's just I really like how this is formatted because it's so simple. It's one of the best formats that I have seen, actually. It's very similar to the Hobonichi. In essence, they are the same, except that the dates are up there. But I feel like it's not as busy as the Hobonichi because there's a lot more blank paper than there is grid paper, and the grid is super faint compared to the Hobonichi. Let's show them. Let's compare. Okay, for example, this one. And I feel like the boxes are bigger, just a tiny bit bigger, like a fraction of a millimeter. And so this is how I'm using it. This is the schedule of work, just work, nothing else, only work. So that if I really just want to see what's happening in the week, I open and here it is. Versus my carry-all, which has work and life and things. Sometimes there are just days where you just want to see what's going on at work. Ta-da! Open this and then all good. So at work, I have that planner, and this planner open together. They're just open on my desk, propped open on my desk, and I'll just write what I need to write in between what I'm doing. And basically that's it. So those are all my planners. So once again, I have two A6s, a PhD notebook, this one, and I also have the work planner, and it's a PhD planner, so to speak. And then I have my carry-all and my social media and my life planner. Put you away. And I also lastly have my repurposed Hobonichi Weeks journal. So those are all the planners that I'm using for planners and journal that I am using this year of 2022, and I think I'm going to be very happy with this for the first quarter. We'll see next quarter if I'll need to change things up. Actually, I'm hoping that I don't need to change anything up because there's always a time in between changing up your system. There's always a time of confusion. So in order to lessen all of that, I just want to stick with the planners that I have decided to use this year. Hopefully that will work out. So that's it for us today. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and I'll see you tomorrow for another day of Planmas. Bye!